engines of Sodor are the power behind the docks, industries, and branch lines that make up the world-renowned Northwestern Railway. These are the stories of Sodor. Wilbert Awdry was born on June 15, 1911. In 1936, he was ordained into the priesthood as a reverend. That same year, he came to Sodor for the first time to minister Jennifer Kindley's wedding. As it turns out, both the Awdrys and the Kindleys were old family friends. This was the first of many visits the good reverend would make to the island over the next several years, and every time he came to Sodor, he would either watch us in action or speak to us at length. These visits, he would later say, were what inspired him to write the Railway series, a massively successful collection of children's books based off the engines of Sodor. These books are undoubtedly the main reason why the island is the major tourist attraction it is today. Over the decades, these legions of fans have asked a great many questions of us. By far and away the most common query is, why do we have faces when most trains don't? Unfortunately, we've never been able to answer that as we simply don't know, and neither has anyone else. It's seemingly a chance occurrence that happens during the construction of a vehicle. I say vehicle in that this randomness also extends to cars, lorries, and even ships. We are characterized as non-faceless vehicles, and the one thing we all have in common is the ability to move on our own. So why do we have drivers then? Common sense. While we take great pride in being an extreme minority of machines, we don't deny we are just that, machines, meaning we accept that we are prone to breakdowns, which is why our crews are so essential. And as we are sentient, a number of laws exist giving us certain rights. For starters, a non-faceless vehicle can be sold, but said vehicle must consent to the sale first. By far the most important protection afforded to us is we cannot be scrapped. I've always found that to be a rather dark and morbid aspect of the reference books. I mean, we are capable of feeling pain, and the idea we can be cut up and thrown into a furnace while we're still alive? Ooh, I get chills in my smokebox every time I think about it. Thankfully, such an atrocity does not exist in the real world, and yet, scrap is exactly the topic of today's story. During the First World War, in response to a severe shortage of raw materials, scrap metal was a precious resource. Throughout the 4-year conflict, trainloads of rusted wheels and broken metal were delivered to smelting plants, where they were melted down and converted into weapons and other instruments of war. And during the Depression, scavengers were a constant sight as they scrounged for metals they could sell to make ends meet. Of course, there were organized scrapping operations, like the one that would commence in Knapford Harbour in October of 1937. Hello, Percy. What have you got there? Oh, just a few trucks for Henry's next train. Would that be his usual fish deliveries? Yes. Have you heard what the workmen are calling it? No, I haven't. What is it? The Flying Kipper. The Flying Kipper? That's very clever. I like it. So does Henry. He says it sounds that much better than fish train. He's right. What's wrong, Percy? Oh, nothing. I'm just wondering about that sign over there. Why? You want to test your luck by going past it? Of course not. What kind of a silly engine would go past a danger sign? I'm just teasing, Percy. What's bothering you about it? Not the sign. It's just... Obviously, it's got to do with that sunken pier, but I've always wanted to know what happened to it. Simple. A pylon sunk into the seabed while the harbour was being constructed. Why wasn't it fixed? The project was on a tight budget, and there were no funds available to effect repairs. My guess is that's the reason why it's never been fixed since, and I've been made to suffer because of their penny pinching. Ah, 10 cents. How are you, old boy? I'm fine, Edward. Hi, Percy. Hello, 10 cents. What do you mean we've been made to suffer for it? That pier's in a very awkward spot. Its presence limits the size of the ships that can be berthed in this part of the harbour, and every time I bring one in or out, I have to make sure I don't crash into it. I'll tell you what, this place would get a lot more business if they just tore it up. Funny you should say that, 10 cents. There's a rumour going around the harbour master and Mr. Starr are in talks about getting rid of it. Are you serious? That'd be great. I hate to put a damper on your enthusiasm, 10 cents, but you shouldn't get your hopes up too much in case nothing comes of it. I suppose. Still, it'd be great if that eyesore is done away with. I'm pleased to say that rumour was true. A deal was arranged that not only included tearing up the old pier, but giving the harbour itself a complete overhaul. Eric was put in charge of this operation, our director finally taking him off probation following the Galindez incident. After the old pier was torn up, extra berths were built in place to accommodate for more ships, which, as Tencent predicted, saw a substantial increase in business for the harbour. The old and rusted infrastructure scattered about the place was then removed. During this phase of the project, Eric and I delivered long trains of rusted metal to the Barrow and Finesse scrapyard on the mainland, as the one near Wellsworth lacked the capacity and the facilities for such a job. One of these deliveries I was most excited to make, as it meant I would get to see an old friend of mine who had just returned from a lengthy overhaul, Whiff, who served as both the scrapyard's engine and Barrow's station pilot. I hadn't seen him in a good while and was thrilled when I pulled in. Well, as I sizzle in steam. Hello, Edward. Long time no see. Hello, Whiff. Good to see you too. And hurrah for that devilish pun. So you noticed then? It'd be pretty hard not to notice you wearing glasses, old boy. I'll forgo asking why, since the obvious answer is that you need them, and instead ask how. I didn't think they made spectacles that size. They don't. They were custom made from a company in the United States. To be honest, I wasn't so sure I was going to get them, since apparently making them was very expensive. Well, your manager clearly thought the investment was worth it, and he was right. Ah, thanks, Edward. Well, I suppose we should get down to business. Is this another lot from the harbour? Indeed. Where do you want it? Just leave it there. All the signs are pretty full at the moment, so I'll have to get creative if I want to shunt those trucks. Well, I'll get out of your way then. Good seeing you, Whiff, and welcome back. Cheers, Edward. I'm sorry to say this pleasant encounter was offset by a most unexpected surprise that waited for me towards the rear of the yard. As I approached the turntable there, I was stunned to find another old friend of mine present. Oh, hello, Edward. Trevor? What are you doing here? Why do you look so miserable? It's been a rough couple of days. My owner passed away on Tuesday. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear. He was such a good man. He treated me so well. That doesn't explain what you're doing here. I'm being stored here until the auction. What auction? The bank is foreclosing on my farm, so I'm to be sold to cover the loss. Sold? So, we might never see each other again? Very possible. Oh, well, I don't know what to say, Trevor. I do. If we don't see each other again, it was a pleasure knowing you, Edward. The pleasure is all mine, dear friend. It was a struggle for me to keep smiling as I was turned around, and harder still as I left. Once I was beyond Trevor's sight, I allowed myself to frown. Needless to say, I felt miserable leaving the yard. I had known Trevor since my days on the Furness Railway, and the idea I might never see him again was unbearable. It was also something I refused to accept, and I began racking my brain to think of a way to help him. I was still pondering about the next morning. I was so deep in thought that I didn't realize Henry had returned from delivering the flying kipper. You know, it's absolutely extraordinary. Every day I see something new on this island. Today, it is the sight of a green whale. Oh, aye, very funny, Gordon. Well, how else do you explain the smell? The flying kipper? Yes, well done, Eric. Honestly, Henry, how can you allow yourself to smell so rank? I mean, we Norwegians have a reputation to maintain, and you're letting the side down. Easy for you to say. All you do is gallivant about the island with your precious express. If you did half the work I did, you might be hard-pressed finding time to bathe. Excuse me.
Oh.
I'm lazy. I'm saying, don't judge until you've pulled a real train. The express is a real train. It is a standard of excellence against which the LNER is measured. Not that you would ever understand that. The first time you tried taking the express was a disaster. All right, cut the arguments. At least one engine has already been hard at work. Thank you, sir. Don't go denigrating the express, Henry. It is an important component of our public image. You see, and don't act so smug about it, Gordon, especially since your express may soon be permanently complemented with trucks. Excuse me, sir. Head office wants us to trial the viability of mixed trains in order to better service our clients. If this pans out, pretty soon all of you will be taking coaches and trucks on the same train. Pah! What a ridiculous idea. Gordon, why do I always have an argument with you whenever I give you an assignment that doesn't involve coaches? You shouldn't, sir. I apologize. That's better. Now, before handing out today's assignments, Mr. Zorro wanted me to remind everyone that his engines are carrying out the relocation of the Wellsworth scrapyard to their new site at Kildane. Talk about twisting the knife. I know, I'm sure this reminder wasn't just out of courtesy. Still, it is a reality we'll have to deal with, so allow yourselves extra time to accommodate for possible delays. Gordon, Your express to the mainland will actually be our first mixed train. When you reach Barrow, Whip will have a goods train that I need you to take to Alsborough. I trust that won't be a problem. No, sir. Good. James, you'll be taking stone from the quarry to Elsbridge Harbour. Yes, sir. Toby, Knapford Harbour for you. 10 cents is bringing in a number of ships, so I need you to work your magic to keep the trucks in order. No way, sir. What about me, sir? You'll be helping Thomas up at the mines on the Farquhar branch, where they're finally straightening the shafts that run beneath the tracks. About time. Edward, I need you. Edward? Oh, sorry, sir. I'm listening. I suspect this is the first time all morning that you have. Is something wrong? Oh, I ran into Trevor at Barrow yesterday, sir. His owner died and he's to be sold. And I'm just a little upset that I might never see him again. I see. Is there anything we can do about it, sir? No, Percy. Why not? Because what use does a railway possibly have for a traction engine? It would be irresponsible of me to waste funds on such a purchase. No disrespect to Trevor, Edward. I understand, sir. I wasn't even going to ask if we could do anything. I'm sorry about your friend, but I need you to focus, especially since yours is the most important job of the day. You'll be making coal runs. Practically every depot is in need of a refuel, so you'll be hard-pressed to keep your schedule. I'm up for it, sir. Good. Then on your way. Mr. Starr was right regarding the reasons why we couldn't help Trevor, but that didn't make things better for me. Fortunately, I was kept thoroughly distracted that day, as I was hard-pressed to keep my schedules, and I wouldn't be the only one to have a rough run of it. A points failure at Knapford trapped Toby in a siding, forcing James to cover his duties. Gordon's mixed train trial to Barrow proved to be somewhat of a disappointment, as the addition of trucks to coaches made the journey that much slower and more uncomfortable for the passengers. Thomas and Percy would have the toughest time of it, however, as our number 6 discovered when he arrived at Toy Wreck Mines. Oh no, Thomas, what happened? Some silly twit moved the danger sign and the lines gave out from under me when I passed over them. Are you alright? I'll be better when I get out of this hole. Has anyone called Mickey? Yeah, but he's stuck at Tidmouth thanks to a fallen tree. Alright, I'll go get a rope and a winch. Be right back. Oh, I am never going to live this down. As Mr. Starr mentioned, the Middies had been given the contract to relocate the Bursworth scrapyard to their new site at Kildane, a task that lasted several months. There were a number of delays throughout this time, and many arguments, as the Middies occupied most of the sidings at Wellsworth. On this day, there was yet another squabble between Henry, Eric, Adam, and Lily. Look, I have to get this load of petrol to the mainland, and I need to get there first. We don't care where you have to take your trucks. We have our own work to worry about. Too right. Anyway, the schedule's clear. We get to go first, so that's what we're gonna do. Not if he sets out first. Maybe we should let them go, Adam. After all, 3 against 1 just doesn't seem fair. 3? But there's 2 of you and 2 of us. You don't do much except get in the way and cause problems, Eric. So we count you on our side. Gets in the way and causes problems. Aye, sounds like a Middy to me. No one's talking to you, old square wheels. What? What did you call me? Hey, what's going on here? These two are trying to impede us in our duties. We are not. Do you even know what impede means? Enough. I don't care what you're arguing about, but the schedule's clear. Adam and Lily, you're meant to have left already, so hop to it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Those Middies really boil me up sometimes. I wouldn't worry about it, Eric. Did you hear the noises Adam was making? He didn't sound too good. Yeah? So what? I heard he's overdue for maintenance. So what? Oh, I get it. You think he'll overdo it and break down? An engine as elegant as he is? Most definitely. However, the Middies number 3 would not break down. To his credit, he persevered, struggling up and over Gordon's Hill. He and Lily soon reached the scrapyard. After dropping off her trucks, Lily picked up a load meant for the mainland. Her smooth run would turn rough as she neared Crubens Gate, as one of the cables tying down the load in one of her trucks began to weaken, eventually snapping as she passed beneath the bridge. Oh, bother! Honestly, one little tiff with Mr. Starr, and he makes me pay for it at every turn. That man can certainly hold a grudge. I say, Lily, are you having a spot of bother there? I'm fine, thank you, Gordon. Can I be of assistance? Yeah, we can push off. Cool. Typical Middy. A civilized gesture is made, and you spit on it. Why didn't you go get stuck on another hill? As the 2 engines argued, a situation was developing. The pipes had struck a weak point in the bridge. Coupled with the added weight of the broken-down bus that was on it, cracks quickly began to appear in the brickwork. Nobody noticed this, except Skarloey, who happened to be in the right place at the right time. My goodness! Lily, look out! What? Look out for what? The bridge! I think it's going to collapse! Good grief, so do I! Quick, move! Lily did just that, shooting out of the way just as the bridge began to bend. It did so because it had an iron framework. If it was solid brick, it might have collapsed already. Oh no! I know that whistle! It's Reginald! From down the line, the Maze Express engine was fast approaching. Not only was he travelling at top speed, he had been signalled through, so there was no way of stopping him. With the bridge poised to collapse at any moment, a disaster seemed inevitable. Boss my buffers, what are we going to do? I might have an idea. If both sides of the bridge can be propped up, it might hold long enough for Reginald to get under. But how are we going to do that? The arches sag quite a bit. Maybe you two can wedge your trucks underneath. That would require passing under that sagging arch to do so. It's too dangerous. Well, for my friend, I'm willing to take the risk. Oh, I have a very bad feeling about this. What the? Don't stop, Reginald! Ha ha! It worked! I can't believe it worked! Gordon, the bridge! Get clear! Gordon, can you hear me? Are you all right? I'm fine. Yourself? All good. Skarloey, you are an utter genius. Never again will I doubt the worth of narrow-gauge engines. Well, thank you, Gordon. I'm amazed that worked, to be honest. I thought for sure the bridge would have collapsed no matter what you did. Perhaps you should have kept that to yourself, Skarloey. Oh, right. Sorry. The alarm was quickly raised and all trains were brought to a stop. I was at Wellsworth when this order came through, and a delay was the last thing I wanted. Oh, what now? It's clearly some kind of emergency, Edward. That's apparent, Harry. Did the station master say what? No, but there's no sense in griping about since it's beyond our control. I suppose. Still, I really don't need this today. Afternoon, Edward. Oh, hello, Vicar. How are you? Very well, as I just received some wonderful news. Do tell. With the scrapyard moving, the owners have decided to donate their lands to the church, meaning my vicarage has doubled in size as a result. Really? That's wonderful. What a generous offer. You're absolutely right. They'll be in my prayers for the longest of times. Still, I'm a little curious as to how we're going to maintain so much land. Vicar, I might be able to help you with that. Okay, almost there. Just a little... Whew. Whew. There we are, Thomas. All good. Thanks, Percy. I must say you're heavier than you look. Oh, thanks. Sorry, I didn't mean... It's fine, Percy. I'm fine. I tell you what, you can be sure Gordon would never do this sort of thing. Wouldn't dare want to run the risk of scuffing up his buffers and all. Yeah, he always seems to take it nice and easy, doesn't he? What wasn't nice and easy was the investigation Mickey launched into the bridge's collapse, the cause of which was determined to be a fault in its design, so Lily was absolved of any wrongdoing. Even so, the local council was reluctant to hand the repair contract to the Middies. I don't think Mr. Starr had ever worked so little to ever gain a contract. I'm sure it will come as no surprise that my solution to the vicar's problem was Trevor. The vicar did indeed purchase him at auction, and for a bargain price. The kindly traction engine soon found himself on Sodor and the vicarage, where he worked tirelessly to maintain its grounds and provide entertainment during fetes. He and I saw one another almost every day afterwards, which suits me just fine.